Hey, this is my first time doing this, so hopefully I can give a couple tips at least, and I'll try to give tips and advice as to get better at Mercies. Pretty much just simple tips for now. Alright, so first thing you want to do when you get on the game is press tab and see what your team comp is. This is quick play, but so I'm guessing a lot of people just play DPS, but alright, I think I pressed tab here to check as well. Okay, nice to be friendly to the team too and bring a positive vibe as always. Um, okay, so here we have you as Mercy, right? And then Hanzo, Hamster, all that. Okay, so you want to know to yourself what the two things are. Usually it's two things. Sometimes it's one, sometimes it's three. It's all good. But then you want to see who um the DPS are. So in this case, it's obviously, let's see here, Hanzo, Mei, and Ash. So at the beginning, you want to just I guess, damage boost them. The priority usually goes to the snipers. So right here, I would say either Ash or Hanzo. Mei works too. It depends on their positioning usually, but um, tanks usually take the most damage, so you want to heal them. But in terms of priority, so priority, right? Pri. This is my first time doing this. Oh god. Right? Okay, I need a text thingy for this. But anyways, um alright, so for healing, you wanna do DPS, right? And then you wanna do tanks. Tanks. Then supports, right? Supports. Okay. And then um for damage boost. So this is healing. This is for damage. Damage comes to DPS first, and then tanks, and then supports last, probably. Okay. So let's see how this plays out, first of all.
Turn it up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Escort the payload.
Okay, I would have stayed on the top there, cause you see here we have let's see here. We have a Lucio right there, and then a Mei right there, and there's you, obviously. Um, see Hanzo and the other, I think that's Ash, right? They're up there, so they're the snipers. I would have stayed on the top, and then damage boost them. Um,
Careful out there. Damage increase.
right, and it's also important to note the enemy team, right? So their DPS is Sombra, Soldier, Bastion, which is completely fine. Um, you just want to be careful of the snipers because they can take you out really easily, especially if you're in a higher level. Um, like Ash nowadays, now that there's Ash, it's even more Mercy has to be careful of not dying. So it depends on how you peak too and things. So for this enemy to comp, things should be fine as Mercy really.
Damage amplified.
Okay, so the usage of res here, um, this thing is 30 seconds, right? So Lucio's about to respawn right there, which is obviously over there. He can come back really easily, right? So um, I like how you made sure that the coast is clear by bringing out your pistol, though. But yeah, right here I probably would have been. Let's use yellow as healing, right? I would have probably been healing him instead. But I mean, at the start too, it's like, if someone gets picked, then that's usually fine to res as well. So it all depends on judgment, I would say.
This is not the end. Mercy in the righteous. Damage boost engaged.
Thank you.
I understand.
Um, in comp when things like this happen, I still don't even make voice comms, but um, in higher level, like eventually me too, I would like to say that like Sombra's behind and things like that. So yeah, that's still something I'm working on too. Something else. Like if there's something like happening like 180 of you like behind you, um, so as Mercy, right? You know that there's okay, let's see here. There's a Sombra. Okay, yellow's for healing. um okay, so there's a Sombra right there, and then there's a lot of stuff like going down there, right? Which is usually where things happen. Or the enemy could be like up here, for example. But you can like oh no, you can be healing her Ash, and then you can be like looking back and see what's going on because they're gonna be looking down there, so it's like you can be seeing what's behind there and telling your team, Sombra's back there, and you can kind of like jump and I don't know, kind of try to avoid her.
Understood. Let me. Let me get this. Heilstrahl aktiviert. You should be at peak performance.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Definitely heal people who are hacked because they're most vulnerable. So here I would. Okay, I would always say prioritize healing instead of damage boosting. The only time where I wouldn't say that is if you're damage boosting Bob, because he only lasts for I believe it's around 10 seconds. So yeah, and especially because Hanzo right there is vulnerable to Sombra. So yeah, I would heal him. Eventually you do, which is good.
Engaged. Enemies here. I'm moving the payload.
Nothing's gonna stop.
Valkyrie is ready.
Good. Okay, Bastion's right there. I don't know why he's right there. But yeah, definitely tell your team that Valk is ready too. So it just makes them kind of push in a way. Yeah, I definitely like how you check that Bastion's gone there. Okay, so um, so respawn. Okay, so you guys got the point. You guys are almost even like halfway through this second or first to second checkpoint, right? Spawn is right there. They're They're about like 4 seconds away from respawning. I would have been with the team with on the payload. I don't know who's on it right now. It says two, but yeah, since they're about to spawn, I would be helping the people, whoever it is on the payload.
Let's get you back in the fight.
I know you liked Ash though, so yeah, there's that too. Don't worry. Whoa. Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely am biased towards rezzing my friends as well. So that Bastion is okay. Well, if Bastion ever does that, I would just try to like find cover right away, cause he can one hit you. So yeah. Okay.
Apagando las luces.
Good as new.
I would also
Affirmative.
I know I'm not like watching your screen and I'm like spectating, but I would like press tab when you're dead. I'm pretty sure you do that, but to see if like anyone like switched or maybe your team switched or whatever. Yeah, here cuz so right here we have, let's see. We have Ash dead there. Hammond's rolling to the team. So that's cool. I like how you pulled out your pistol because no one was around to heal or damage boost. So then when those okay, number one is healing, right? Number one is healing. Number two is damage boosting, and number three, if there's no one around, then yeah, just pull out your pistol and do whatever I would say. Nice kill. Hammond is purple, so you wanna damage boost him. I would say over pistol, yeah.
Heroes never die. Don't move. Let me get you patched up.
Yeah, there's not much you can do against the ulting Bastion like that.
Patching you up. Damage increase.
Yeah, okay, so Bastion is okay, let's see here. He was right there, down there, right? Their respawn right now is way over there. So, cause this is the first before you guys get the first checkpoints respawn, right? So if I was on mic, I would be telling Hammond to, go back to payload since he's a tank, so he should be there, right? Right here around, or maybe even like right there. Yeah, cause whenever people are behind, it's the enemy are behind. I mean, it's like, it's like you could kill them, but then it's like they either just respawn there or they're still over there. I don't know what is this. Sorry, I'm still used to this. Okay. So, anyways, all right, let's keep going here.
Join me.
Okay, so when you hear a teammate ulting, right? Um, there's also priority on like which you should be either damage boosting or healing your teammates, but that's a bit more complicated. So yeah, probably just gonna go on the basics for now.
I'm taking care.
Yeah, and then right there,
The battle
Bob was about to respawn, so I would have damage boosted.
I'm moving the payload.
Hmm. So right here again, everyone's healed up pretty much. So I would press tab and see which DPS we have again, and probably damage boost the Hanzo right here. I don't know who's over there, but okay, it's May.
Let me get you patched up. I've got you. You should be at peak performance level. Thanks.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Verstanden. My turn. Heroes never die.
Good. Yeah, I just noticed you ulted there where Bastion ulted. That's really good. I would say either save your ult for when the team is like half down, as in like HP wise, because nowadays, Mercy she heals more when you're Valking. Um, but anyways, for as ult wise, if they're yeah, so Valk when they need it, and then Valk when ulting, right? I would say Valk for any enemy ult except for Soldier, and Ashe, because they do better when, or their ult does more damage, when you're in the air. So it's like saying that Ashe's ult is like old Torbjorn's ult. Um, I know that Zenyatta's ult doesn't do any damage, obviously, but we're probably in a big team fight, right? So you're probably ulting there as well.
Let's get you back in the fight. Healing stream engaged.
I really like how you pull out your pistol and make sure that the coast is clear before resing though. Again, yeah, the woman just said the payload is approaching the destination, right? So that Bastion's kind of just like chilling there. So okay, now they have a sniper. Okay, so you didn't know that because until now. So yeah, I think that position was fine there. Again, pros would tell you to use your mic and say that Widow was there.
Valkyrie
So.
online.
I know this is just quick play. I'm just pretending this like an actual comp game, like one round. So yeah. Okay, so let's talk about positioning, right? So Widow, you see her thingy there, right? So she's standing on top of the bridge. So now that she finished Hanzo off, right? She could. There's always a chance she could headshot you right here. So, what I like to imagine. Okay, so let's say there's like an intersection, right? Intersection. Like when you're like crossing the street and there's like buses and cars and things. So you want to cross from point A here to point B here, right? But you want to fly there, right? So let's say, okay, so you're right here with your pretty little wingies, right? As Mercy, Angel. Okay, I'm not gonna try and draw an angel. Okay, so you're right there, right? You wanna like fly there, but then there's like someone shooting you from down here, right? So okay, so that's pretty much what we're here, right? Well, right now we're not really in the intersection. We're at like this corner, right? But we're poking out from here a little bit to, okay, let's say around here, right? And the widow is, I don't know, maybe here. So she has eyesight of everything down here, right? So that's pretty much everywhere from here to like here, right? So if you were to stand right here, for example, on the map, like next to the rock here, and then like, you know, looking this way. Let me use a different pen. Looking this way, right? And pretty much healing slash damage boosting there, then the Widow has no chance of getting there. So let's say she was over here instead of over here right now. Even if she was there, right there, she would only have vision up to like up, kind of up there. Um, so yeah, that's what you want to like try and do as Mercy, like just kind of like staying alive. And if you can find like corners like that, that's really good. So for example, if the team was like, if the payload was like right here and the team was around here, and then you did like, this is also a good like spot to hide in. Also there's like a room over here. I don't remember if there's a health pack. I don't believe so, which is why it's like also really more important to like kind of stand there and heal your team. So
I could use some assistance. The payload stopped.
okay, so you get out there, which is good.
That's better. Damage boost engaged.
Okay, so now let me see where she... Okay, so she's like standing right there, right? That was pretty unfortunate.
وليهم قوتك.
I get the idea.
Ryan's shield is also a really good spot to stand behind. Um, cause I noticed that he was like, cause he was like almost 75 HP, right? Like maybe around here. And then you're healing the Lucia here. So yeah, I would probably stand behind his shield and heal him up. Um, good. Okay, that was pretty unfortunate too that he came out there. Red's priority too. I'm pretty sure you know this, but I would go first tanks and then DPS and then support. Something I did when I was learning Mercy, I don't know if you do this, but I used the kill cam and see like how I died. So, you know, I can just analyze, like see how, like
Affirmative.
maybe I can like hide next time. And
Piece of cake. I stick up. Damage boost engaged.
Oh, let's break it. Attack!
okay, good. I like how you're damage boosting and you're looking forward to see all the action.
Heroes never die.
I almost never pull my pistol either, but when I'm valking, it's really advantageous to go for the widow, right? With because when you valk, you get infinite ammo here, right? So I would usually go for the widow if there is one, or even the Hanzo, or any sniper for that matter, and it's pretty easy kill on them. And then number two, if the enemy Pharah, so P for Pharah, and Junkrat are ulting, is really good because they're both stationary, right? So you can just fly up and usually find them pretty easily. So. Or if you're alone and you don't have anywhere else to go, then that's a really good spot to go. Alright, so now that the whole team is dead, we just need to find a back kill. Yeah.
Get you healed up.
Danke. Well done. Damage increase.
Okay, okay. I would not res this Hanzo, because Bastion, okay, is, so we saw the Bastion, right? We saw the Bastion. Bastion's right around here, shooting the Hanzo, right? Okay. What I would do here, cause there's no one, I believe there's no one behind you, so I would try and like fly to the one of these guys here, and then probably fly to May and use this as cover. Hopefully if you have the time. Speaking of flying, I would like to see more usage of it, because it's only 3 seconds, right? So yeah, when you just basically just moving around more is like, obviously less chance of dying. So right. So there's an Ashe behind there, but yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. That's fine though. We can just reset as a team.
Damage boost engaged.
My ultimate is charging.
Thank you.
You feel that?
Danke. Piece of cake. Where does it
Thanks.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Yeah, res is 30 seconds unfortunately, so we have to use it valuably too.
Go time. Gonna make you feel
Healing
better.
stream engaged.
Get in there, Bob.
Oh, let's break it.
Heroes never die.
Nice spell. Something when you're rezzing. Okay, let's say. Okay, so that was the Ashe there, and then you res her, which is really nice. You usually don't die when you when you're Valking, because you've been flying, and it's like you come out of nowhere and just fly down and then dash back up, right? So something I do notice though, when you're trying to res, you want to like move kind of left and right while you do it. As long as it's like, not like moving left and right too much. As long as you're in like the vicinity of like the circle around here of rezzing, it's like you can still get it off. Because what I mean by that is when like a Winston, for example, is like primal raging you, right? And you like fly over here, then it like cancels out your ult. I'm pretty sure you know that. But yeah, just kind of like move left and right, because when you're Valking, right, you're okay. So this is the Mercy again, and then you have wings, right? And then it's like you're moving left and right, right? So it's like but this is pretty much for any hero actually. I don't know why I drew Mercy here, but yeah, it's just like her hitbox too is like pretty small compared to like other heroes, so it's more advantageous to do that, I would say. Something I would do too as a support main if there's like, you know, 30 or less seconds and you guys like really need to like get back to payload is like play a fast hero. Like for support, I would say Lucio would be good. But yeah, switching to staying on Mercy and resing, because resing and like ending a team fight, it can like save fights. So it's really judgmental call and see what's going on the payload using like the spectating while you're dead. Um, but yeah, Lucio can be good to get back to a point though. That's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, hopefully I didn't go too far into details. But yeah, I know you're starting comp and then you're starting to play Mercy too. So I don't know. I don't know. Just been trying to like give advice to people and yeah, hopefully it helped though.